this one will have a bit more speed.
Since then, a lot of encouraging signs. That wonderful 9, as you said, Carl.
We've seen it all week.
Ball will hop a little bit and take the draw. He cheated the pocket big time there.
Playing for the 8 ball in the right centre pocket. That's good enough, isn't it? That's long rail. He can still pot the 8. Positional shot's gone wrong here, though. He's left himself.
As in the first rack, he closes it out.
It's only 2 breaking runs in a row to finish against Shaw. But 2-0 down now.
You can see the difference in break there.
Yeah, absolutely. Made that famous to the tune of 2 major titles and a #1 ranking for
5 years ago this week, winning the US Open, just a few months after claiming the world title.
That was a little.
He doesn't want to be thin or some distance, so he'll stun the ball with a little check, a little spin. As you know a lot about cueing, Carl, are there any 2 straighter strokes on tour?
Into that bracket, but he's getting a little bit older, isn't he? So maybe we're going to have to just sneak in behind these 2, but he knocks some ridiculous balls in. I think Gorst looks better on the eye on the cue action. You know, if you were going to write a book, you'd stick a picture of the timing. It's the timing he hits the cue ball. What I really love about Josh.
I think that just has built his game.
So you're playing in the Scottish Open this coming week?
Yes, I am.
No ball on the break. No. Well, Jason said it'll be.
Joshua, it's your choice.
Rolling out.
Sure, Josh wasn't going to take that shot on.
Wasn't you looking at the carom to pot the 8 over the pocket?
A chance.
Yeah, Jason's saying the 9 ball might go in the bottom left. Was he going to finish? It's going to end up going towards the 8. Is it going to scratch? It's going to go right behind the 8 ball.
Something similar to this.
Foul stroke, ball in hand.
That was a tough ask.
Started in the match here.
Oh, he's played for the gap. Sure. May well have come at the right time here. Still got to take care of this shot.
It's one of those where it's okay as it is, but if he falls any further behind, it starts to look like a big task. So these important moments for Gorst.
Go forward. Yeah, just like so. 7 ball does go, so it's just a case of getting back
close for the fans.
Well, that was the surprising thing in the final of this tournament last year in the landslide final, but was in.
Well, the one's vanished, but he's no shot.
I think he's going to use more of the 9, the 5, and the 8. This is overhit. Cue ball's got to run.
So that just helps. It runs smooth. Needs a friendly bump off a ball here.
Even on that safety, he kind of stunned it and lost control of the object ball.
This has got to go.
First diamond, right above Fedor Gorst's name.
He doesn't want it on the rail, does he, JJ? That's why he's bounced it off the second rail. Fedor. Joshua Filler is down quick. Yeah, he's played the safe bit.
Oh, that's surprising. I think after the World Cup, I think Johan Shua is one that I would definitely entertain, whether it be off
That
points.
puts them in the frame.
Well, also, when you talk about the youngsters and you talk about no one with that type of experience on the Asian side and that kind of event, you know, there's how sweet it is. We're just picking names out of the hat and we're all like, get back in that form. But at the moment, if I was picking the team, you know, it'd be a nice conversation.
Could be 2 balls away from doing it.
Yeah, he was 3 down. Remember that jump shot where he fluked the hook? And then since then, really, shot selection choices.
And with that, Fedor Gorst is
leading 5 racks to 4.
When he played safe, and it's all in the past now. The main thing is Gorst is in this final now. That's a better break. 9 balls close.
Ooh.
The Coe brothers is pretty hard to leave out. And they're going to make it off rankings, right? So it's probably going to be them too.
That's 6 players.
Well, Aloysius Yap is, well, it's difficult.
That's why I asked the question.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this. And that wasn't.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting for those 2 picks, that's for sure.
Well, I hope they don't decide to have the team picked by a committee of the.
It's pretty difficult. Is he banking the 5 as well? Interesting.
Come on! And it's there! Joshua Filler!
Yes.
Is that Joshua saying?
A lot of decisions in this rack. Maybe the easiest layout I've seen all week.
We were talking about the Cobra expensive it was and how unique. Joshua Filler, I believe, he uses the lightest cue.
Something to do with the balance he likes. A lot of times players don't really have to have a certain weight.
19, 20?
Yeah, I mean, 19 and a half. I mean, even more so these days with a lot of players than somewhere where Josh is at.
Been with breaking runs.
Yeah, 1, 2.
Focusing JJ.
Yeah, another great German player. That's why I brought it up, Carl. I knew you were here to help.
Well, this is going to settle
Nice. It was. Now it seems the aggression's back. Play actually with low left English, or low right English, excuse me.
Really is amazing. 9 ball, how quick it can turn. You know, you cast your mind back, Fedor Gorst back.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what surprised me, though, is taking on the bank to play the safety. Maybe he was trying to hold the cue
individual title. The last time he did it, the UK Open, almost 2 years ago. It was a bit like this early on in the final against Francisco Sanchez Ruiz.
Yeah,
Side 6 racks each.
But let's be honest, 6-6. We're pretty much halfway through this final. This is where we wanted it to be.
I'll tell you one thing I did not expect, and the break is.
I think the 2 ball does pass the red 3 if he plays for the centre.
Mental.
Mentioned earlier. 2 players representing England. Daryl It's been played in plenty of other countries that could have produced
to
a
make
home.
sure he doesn't lose the cue ball onto the rail. Yeah, if it stays off that rail.
Yeah, a little bit. It's going to be close in proximity, though, so he doesn't mind it.
I think so far, when you look at this match, Jeremy, pretty much what sums it up is timing it right. And Filler can't get in front because he keeps making the odd silly mistake that we're not used to.
At the start of rack 13.
Gonna mop it up.
There it is, JJ. There it is. It's the sweet spot.
I don't think you should change your mind and try and get behind the 6 and 7 with the cue ball. Just go ahead and stick it right there.
Set a time.
In the 6, 7. Could gamble maybe off the 3 coming up the side rail to open up the 6, 7 with the pink near. Couldn't do that with the pink up top, like right here. Check. Cross side bank, that's not that bad on the green 6 here in just a couple shots. Really nice kill on the ball. I think maybe the 2-way, He's had 2 banks in this match cross side. One when he played with speed, he hit the heart.
Well, the one.
Here comes the 1 ball. He's got a...
Yeah, it's just, he was just a hair thin. That's why it was just a hair off, but got another ball.
As has been.
Final.
Well, it was with a strong late burst and back-to-back breaking runs to finish. And this is Brack. Now he leads by
10
2.
racks to 8.
Identified that this is a big, big moment, a big, big shot in this final.
Oh my.
It was close.
Similar to the 6 earlier. Yeah, like a...
And since we went away from set, but still very rare. Had so many of these finals over the last year. Making a habit of it.
Yeah, and the Pooll fancied it at the start of this run out.
Yeah, he's close enough to it, though. He can really manage killing the cue ball. Yeah, that's all about what you were saying earlier, the timing. Awkward.
Look how long the bridge arm is. There's a lot of cue here.
Yeah, for the top players, he carries him on the
because he doesn't pull it back all the way back to his hand.
Well, I think the stun on
There have been a few times in this final, then one player over the other because of the way it's been going. It's never lasted very long.
Yard line.
Critical. First
How much-
lap.
What a break he's hit here. He needs a 7 to get out the
If
way.
you're pushing out at this level, you're definitely behind.
Joshua, it's your choice.
Well, clearly he wasn't bothered about the 6 foot. Gotta be careful though, because where's the 2 ball going? You know, you're running near the 9 ball.
Well, I think he just caught it a little.
Thought you might have had a go
It's
at
an
that.
option more than going to the 7. Is Gorst going to bank at this? I certainly think so.
So he's Gorst playing the full table bank. Yes, I think.
Yeah. He definitely played it, Jojo, sort of.
Well, this is as tough as it gets if he takes it on. It looked good, but it isn't.
Oh,
Well, that would have taken the...
I don't know about that. Unless he's going to play a hydraulic shot with a lot of speed. No, he's going to try and just get something. Wow. Cue ball. Look where the cue ball ended up. At it there, but it was the clock going down, of course. Nothing easy on the safety.
JJ, why did he spin the cue ball? Why not play for the 5 in the side? He left here. Can he cut the ball?
Absolutely.
Okay, the drama, the pressure is kicking in now.
Maybe make the pocket a little easy, a little bigger.
Now this does go past the 8. Fedor's turn to miss it on the short rail.
3 linger out in the middle.
Wants the cue ball welded on this 6.
Wants to take her over jump to.
Is he trying the cut or the stop shot?
Definitely the cut. Oh, this game may go on for another 20 minutes.
Well,
Wow. Overcut it. Overcut it. Now we're facing that hill. If Fedor can get these
Down
last.
to take us all the way.